Okay, now let's say we want to do something with these noise textures. These noise textures we can do a whole lot of cool things with. So let me show you that. I'm going to delete some things out of here. Let me bring in a picture. Okay, so I'm going to go back here to my cloud setting, my cloud texture. So when I bring this over, it looks like it just kind of overtook the whole track. There's nothing really great. And I mean, it's just a static image. It's what it looks like. But actually, there's a bunch of things that I can do here. Let's see, I'm going to reverse these tracks so that the hills is on top. I'm going to go in here and create a mask, which is what we talked about in the last lesson. I'm going to kind of crop out the sky. Okay, so now we just have this bottom part of the picture, and you can see the clouds are showing through behind it, which is, we're getting there. We want to make it look a little bit nicer. So I'm going to go in here and turn off my mask for a second. I'm going to go into the properties for my clouds. Now here are my colors. You can see this is my blue color and this is my white color. I want to change these, so if I grab this little eyedropper icon here, for each one of these I can pick a better color. So I'm going to click here for the blue, and I'm going to choose this color, just somewhere in the darker area. For the light color, I'm going to pick something up in the higher light colors. Okay, so now if I go back down and turn on my mask, you can see my clouds are looking a little bit better. I'm going to feather this mask out and bring a nice little feather into my clouds. So now you can see if I turn off my sky layer, it's just black, but you can see that there's some clouds in there now. But still, they're just kind of static, not moving clouds. I'm going to open this back up, and these settings are all variables for my noise texture, which is my clouds. I can change it. So as you can see, when I move this progress in degrees slider, my clouds are kind of moving over here. You can see them kind of changing shapes, which is what clouds normally do. So what we can do is, if we set our first keyframe to be the progress at 0, we'll go to the very end and create a new keyframe and set this up at 10. We can actually go higher than that. I'm going to set it at maybe 50. Okay. Now if we go down and watch this, you can see our clouds are moving. They're actually moving quite fast. Let's see, it looks like our cloud timeline is only about 10 seconds long. So I'm going to change this. This is the length of your clip, of your segment. So this cloud media clip is a certain length of time, so I can change that by going up here to the length and just customizing it. I'm going to be 1 minute long. So now you can see that changed my timeline down here, and my keyframe is still at the 10-second mark. So I'm going to drag this out to my 1 minute, and at the 1 minute point, it's at 50. So now at my 10, it's not so crazy. So now if I drag this out to my full 10 seconds, or full 1 minute, then I can play it back, and you can see the clouds are moving a little bit smoother here. Just need to fine tune it a little bit more. Another cool thing that we can do, not only does the progress kind of change the appearance of it, but we can change the X and Y. So I like to look at it as if this were a really large picture that's maybe 10 times the size of our screen, and right now we're only looking at the top 10% of it. So we can scroll around this huge giant picture from really far to the left, really far to the right. Same with up and down. So if we set our initial point, both of these 0, and then at the end, the last keyframe, we're going to move forward on the x-axis, maybe 2, maybe on our y-axis 2 also. So now, as we scroll through this, you can see that the clouds are also moving in an up and to the right, or up and to the left type of effect. So it looks like they're actually moving in the sky. So that is a way that you can actually use this cloud texture to, simulate some clouds in the sky if you need to put those in there.